Okay, Rocky, you always talk about the ebbs and flows of the season that they're going to happen, but I remember talking in October, November, where you guys stood goals for, goals against. You're still at the top of the league in both. What is it about this team where they can just kind of find that consistency and grind through those ebbs and flows you always talk about?
I think it's just the recognition of how we need to play and what has brought us success, and that's building relationships with each other and with the staff and trusting that, hey, we're going to play the responsible hockey that we need to play, but we're going to also allow you to be creative, to take chances, to do those things in certain situations. But in return, you got to defend. You got to defend in transition. You got to defend in our own end. You got to block pucks. And so those things that are automatic and non-negotiable for us, the guys have embraced.
That process, last week against Sioux Falls, you saw it kind of come to fruition, second and third period, where you guys didn't come out with the win, but you saw the team kind of take that step back in the right way. How much has that kind of changed for you guys going into this weekend where they know how they need to play to come out on top?
Yeah, I mean, that was our brand of hockey for the second and third period there, and obviously we played 4 pretty poor periods before that. I don't think there's any question about that, and so the response there, the effort on Saturday against Des Moines are all trending the team in the right direction. We know we have a big challenge against a very good opponent this weekend. We certainly don't take lightly, but we believe in what we do and why we do it, and so when we play the right way, we're capable of competing against anybody in the league.
Madison has had a special season themselves. I think they've recorded a franchise record of season wins. Going into that building, knowing what you guys need to do, how big is practice this week, or just kind of the mindset of that side of the game?
I don't think that it benefits anybody to make the moment too big, and I think that as long as we're leaning into the way that we want to do things, and we're competing in practice every day, which we should be all year long. Not any special effort this week that we wouldn't have in any week in November or December. Guys are bringing it. They're competitive. They're prepared. We respect our opponent, but we go in there and expect to succeed as long as we do things the right way.
You guys have a special kind of offense, lines 1 through 4, but that fourth line has really kind of stepped up for you guys. What can you kind of say about them, what they bring to the table on the ice, where most teams, might not expect a fourth line to produce like you guys do?
You've got goal scoring ability, you've got playmaking ability, you've got an awful lot of speed, willingness to touch pucks first. So there's a healthy dose of a lot of different elements to a successful line and successful players there with that group. And Janzi's been driving it a little bit with his ability to touch pucks first, and Lefty obviously scored big goals for us throughout the course of the year, and then whoever it is playing center, whether it's Cade, whether it's Peds, whether it's Della, you name it, those guys have been able to do great things, and then we can rotate other guys in. Obviously, we have 16 forwards right now. We can only play 13 of them, and those are tough decisions that we have to make every night. But the guys that are in know that they've got to be successful, not necessarily from a stat sheet perspective, but more or less doing things the right way if you want to stay in the lineup. And it's a competitive environment, and they make my decisions very challenging for me.
Lefty, a great month of March for you, 7 goals in 10 games. Just take me through what was clicking over the course of the month. Didn't seem like it mattered who the opponent was.
Yeah, I mean, it was a productive month for sure. I mean, I thought my line played pretty well together. I mean, for the most part, I was with Cade and Janner, and I thought we have a lot of chemistry going right now. Yeah, it was just a successful month, a little bit more confident now, so definitely taking more chances, and it's paying off right now.
And you feel like you guys in that fourth line have been clicking in recent weeks. It feels like there's been a lot of production, whether it's been you or someone else.
Yeah, I think that's a reason. It's a big factor.
Lefty Markonidis?
I think it's a big reason why we're so successful. I think it's a reason why we're so successful. I think the depth on this team is, it's great. I think when our fourth line, I mean, I feel like we score almost every game, and I think it's a big help for the team. Not a lot of teams in this league have a good fourth line that can produce so consistently. So it's been great.
What does that confidence kind of do in March when you're picking it up now and it's late in the season and it can carry all the way to the playoffs?
Yeah, I think it's the right time to get hot. I think obviously 4 more games left, but it's been great. I mean, obviously long season, and I think the best time of the year to get hot is right before the playoffs heading in. So I think we're in a great spot right now.
This weekend against Madison's a big one. You know, they're having a great season like you guys are. You know, what are you guys looking for going into that, and what you guys need to do to take care of business?
Yeah, I mean, obviously we're looking to go in there and get 4 points one way or another, and I think the way we can do that is just stick to our game. I think when we play hard and physical and stick to our fundamentals and, you know, as Rocky says, our process and our identity, I think we're a hard team to beat. I think as long as we play hard and play confident, I think we'll have a good chance to come out with 4 this weekend.